And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the Houston Rockets here at Toyota Center. Brian Anderson here with you alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy. And the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Monday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take it to the floor, and they want to get off to a fast start this year.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3, and it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. And for Houston, inside, Smith and Şengün. Then there's Kevin Durant, then there's Amen Thompson, and it's Cooper in at the 2-guard position. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Got to check it out.
Here's Cooper, following the score by Detroit. Up top, Şengün. Pass to Cooper. Şengün, a screen on Thompson. Durant with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. Durant with the bucket.
You got to push Durant farther away than this, or he will make you pay.
And here's Detroit. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Thompson scanning the floor. And he lays it up and in.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Now here's Cunningham. He had 25 points in his last game. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Duren with a screen on Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, you've got to like the instincts there from Thompson to find his teammate off the pick and roll.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Harris outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Grant Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
And here's Ivy from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Detroit with the ball. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. And here's Harris outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
At this stage of his career, Harris is a floor spacer, asked to knock down threes.
And the basket is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Ivy passes to Thompson. Out to Harris. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Harris outside. Puts up a 3. And Cooper pulls it down. Houston in the lead. Pass to Durant. Thompson outside. Houston working the ball around. Şengün, a screen on Thompson. Here's Cooper. Can't hit from the elbow. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Ivy. And here's Harris outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Harris has got 6.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Here's Durant. And there's the drive. Pass to Şengün. Durant with a screen on Duren to the inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You're cutting after setting the pick. Durant just positions himself well to score in these situations.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here's Harris. Floats one. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist of the night. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
That one's off. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Brian, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Rockets trail by 4. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Cooper from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Cooper's got his second basket on the night.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Cunningham. And the shot falls short that time. For Houston, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Cooper. 5 on the clock. Here's Şengün. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Duren controls the rebound and the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Van Vliet, the pass to Smith. There's the drive. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Here's Harris, and the 10-footer finds the target. Harris has got 13.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Van Vliet, takes it inside, and the layup is good off the glass.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Harris. He's got 13. Robinson passes to Harris.
2 minutes remaining.
No one near him. It's hauled in by Houston. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with a team that shouldn't be on your level.
Now here's Sasser. Still without a bucket. Harris with it. Durant covering. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
Van Vliet outside. Duren with a rebound. The Pistons leading. Sasser right side. Durant against Harris. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Cooper. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Sasser. Back to Harris. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Man, I'll tell you what. Everything Harris does tonight offensively has been working. He's piling up the points.
Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Cooper. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Cooper's got 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now Harris. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Count that one.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Pass to Cooper. Smith with a screen on Robinson. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Detroit on top. They lead by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Van Vliet and Shepard, they're the guards. Tari Eason is out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Detroit has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. The shot by LeVert, no good. The Rockets trail. And here's Eason. Şengün, a screen on Stewart. Eason, pass to Şengün. The rebound by Stewart. And the Pistons shooting about 60% for the game. When you're a 6'8" pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling things.
Here's Van Vliet. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Adams. The shot's good.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside, Green. Now here's Stewart, defended by Şengün. Good D by Şengün. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. There's the block. And they'll get another chance. Eason, a screen on Stewart. Pass to Adams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Şengün. Here's Eason. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Amen Thompson's checked in for Houston. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Klintman's checked in. LeVert goes against Thompson. Pass to Klintman. Back to LeVert. Now Robinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got his first basket.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Thompson. Adams with a screen on LeVert. Now Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Van Vliet's gotten his second bucket.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
LeVert outside. And a two-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Houston making some changes. Green's checked in for Adams. And Cooper subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Klintman. Thompson comes in for Holland. Ivy's checked in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Robinson. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising. And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Harris on the wing. Stewart outside, pass to Cunningham. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. A nice shot by Cooper.
Şengün makes that read so well. He knows exactly where everyone is on the floor.
Now here's Cunningham. He's scoreless. And here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Thompson passes to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, PA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Picked by Stewart. Harris with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. And Harris throws it down.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
Thompson attacking over Cunningham. Thompson, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. Over Thompson. And it's Cunningham missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it. But you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Capella comes in for Şengün. And it's Kevin Durant in for Green. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Each year, it feels like Harris becomes more and more versatile. He's really working to get others involved.
Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night. The free throw drops for Duren. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Cunningham. No points yet. Duren, the pass to Ivy. No good that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
A nice shot by Cooper.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Harris outside. Cunningham, a screen on Durant. Inside, Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
Rockets trail by 3. Durant looking around. To the wing, right side. Takes the 3. Cooper's shot is off.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The Pistons have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Cunningham. Cunningham showing the D, no mercy.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Harris against Durant. Pass to Eason. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Thompson. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for him.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
Eason hits them both.
Trying their best to catch up. Can't fault their performance from the line, especially this quarter.
Harris outside. Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Eason. Now here's Cunningham. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8. Hopefully he can get it going now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thompson outside. Here's Cooper. No good on the 3.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
And the three-pointer goes. And now it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul.
Goon checked in for Houston. Smith comes in for Eason. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Cooper. 16 points for him. Here's Thompson. Soft touch off the glass. Thompson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact. Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the ball.
And so it's Detroit, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court set.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look at Houston. Starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
And now back to this game. What a strong first half from Tobias Harris. He's been everywhere for them so far.
When we talk about underrated scorers in this league, Tobias Harris has to come up. All he does is go out there and get 20 points a night, and he's not a ball-dominant player.
No, not at all. Tobias is a great complementary player. He works in any system. Unlike you, Kenny, you should have been fired already.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you look at Tobias Harris in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Harris and Duran together in the middle. And it's Cunningham in at point guard. Now here's Thompson. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Well, with his foundation defensively, Coach, everything else is a bonus for Ausar Thompson.
Yeah, and actually, B.A., he's becoming more proficient on the offensive end. The evolution of Ausar's game, that'll be a big part of this team's success going forward.
And it's Detroit with the ball. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Here's Cooper. Knocks down the triple. Cooper's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Cooper. And the deficit down inside single digits. Cooper's got 23 points.
Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Here's Durant, following the score by Detroit. Here's Cooper. Give him 23. And Şengün gets it to go.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The Rockets, #1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
And Cunningham throws it down.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Durant, the pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 6. Harris down low, covered by Smith. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels. Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys, back over to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Detroit leading by 8. Pass to Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 8 assists in the game.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found it. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this. Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
The Pistons have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Down low, Cunningham.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Harris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've led by as many as 14.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Smith no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Harris, a screen on Thompson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Van Vliet's checked in for Thompson. Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Durant. He's got 9. Cooper. Houston with another miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Duran. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Robinson. Ivy against Durant. A nice shot by Ivy. Ivy's got 5.
just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Van Vliet against Ivy. Up and over Smith. And rejected.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
And they double up Harris. Thompson outside. 4 on the clock. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Ivy. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3. Ivy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's Cooper. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Ivy with the ball. Give him 8 points now. Baseline try. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Well, Duran has those long arms. Terrific rebounder at both ends.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Cooper. Three-pointer. On target from range. Cooper's got 13 in the second half.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Thompson, a screen on Van Vliet. Harris outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Ivy against Van Vliet. A nice shot by Ivy. Ivy's got 10 points.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D. Well, when your shot is as polished as Robinson's, you can be that fast with your motion.
To the paint. Here's Cooper. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Cooper's got 33 points. Detroit leading by 11. From the elbow, it's hauled in by Houston. Cooper's got his 5th rebound in this one. Driving to the basket, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now here's Ivy. 10 points for him, and Cooper pulls it down. Cooper's got 6 rebounds in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Cooper's got 37.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Smith against Harris. Pass to Ivy. Jacks up a 3. That one is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Detroit on top, up by 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Cooper in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And here are the Rockets now. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Cooper passes to Thompson. Now Finney-Smith. And he slams it in one-handed.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Cunningham. And Cooper pulls it down. Cooper's got 7 rebounds in the game. Count it. Cooper's got 39.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Now LeVert. And Stewart with a basket on the assist from LeVert. Stewart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What I love about Stewart, he never backs down. Plays the game with passion that's rarely seen. Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Now Cunningham. A little mid-range shot is up. And the shot no good. A bit short.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Adams with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Detroit leading by 3. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Houston making a change here. Tate's checked in. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Tate. Over to the left wing. Here's Cooper. A rebound by Detroit. Stewart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harris with it. Tate picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
And here's Cunningham. Again. Rockets trail by 3. Tate, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Cooper, and he goes in for the dunk.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Here's Harris. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Here's Cunningham. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year. The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And Ivy subbed in for Robinson.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Cunningham. And Cooper pulls it down.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
To take the lead. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Thompson.
First team foul. At the line for Houston, Cooper. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. and that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Cunningham, a screen on Thompson. Ivy passes to Harris. Offensive rebound. Duren with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
Thompson passes to Cooper. Eason against Harris. Tate. And finished off by Tate. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Now here's Cunningham. Harris outside. Now here's Cunningham. He's closely guarded. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Alper and Şengün's checked in for Adams. Smith comes in for Tate. And it's Durant in for Eason. Now here's Durant. Oh, KD against contact inside.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Tate's back, and Cooper pulls it down. Cooper's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Şengün, the screen with the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Cunningham. Harris outside. Pass to Ivy. And here's Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by Houston.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Oh, there's the alley. Duren with the bucket.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. It's a one-point game. Here's Şengün. Here's Cooper. 6 to shoot. Goes again. And good. There's another. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Ivy. Thompson outside. Harris. Oh, missed on the tray.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Picked by Smith. Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Pistons trail by 5. Now here's Cunningham. We've got 1:48 left in the game. And it's rejected.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Here's Cooper. Şengün. And a one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Cunningham.
Yeah, there you see Cunningham's willingness to take contact to battle for his shot inside.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Here's Cunningham. Şengün pulls it down.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Thompson banks it home. Big shot.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Rockets.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Mr. Clutch.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Thompson against Durant. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Now Thompson. He takes it in.
Fourth personal foul, second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Katie, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment. And we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, Katie.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks.